Yo, 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 mic check 2 on 2. Let me know up in the stream if this is good for you. What up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. It's good to see everybody out there tonight. Real quickly, running back over the stream. Yo, Slash with the retweet 100%. I'll go ahead and take care of that here in just a second. Got Ditto joining on Periscope. What up, Travis? Good to see you. Green Ghost as well. Hi, 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 Slash. Hi. And so on and so forth. And retweeterated. Is that like Gatorade, but with tweets? Tweeterbirds. Let me go up into the stream right here. Good to see everybody, guys. Woo, woo. We're streaming on a few different platforms, so I mean, we might get some fellow friends to join. My Mixer chat this morning did extremely well. I got. Let me check over on the feed real quick. I got literally like 3 followers this morning, so that was pretty cool. Gestures has been just completely like killing it on Mixer. I seem like grind up for the birds. Electrolytes not vegan for sure. So yeah, but it's been good. It's been good. I'm coming out with some new notification updates. I just got to hop in front of a green screen and do some, and then I guess maybe add some other ones. Gestures, by the way, John Cena has been clutch. So that's good stuff. Super excited about the growth that we've been having on the channel. Everything is perfect, right where it should be. Second computer might be purchased here shortly. Yo, we got someone viewing on Twitch. What up? Welcome to the stream. And what was I saying? Getting a new streaming computer so that way we don't have like lag and that kind of thing. I do have a person that's in mind, or that I've been trying to contact to get a new computer. Right now I think it's got a little bit overpriced, but if I can get it to the right price point, boom, we'll be all set and ready to go. Today I got two articles that I wanted to cover. So for those guys that don't know, this month and only this month, I'm probably going to do article reviews every single night or 5 days a week. And that's not because I'm not been getting questions or anything like that. It's just, yeah, man, he's been getting the hype zone over on Mixer. That's crazy stuff. It's not because I don't want to answer other questions. I just feel like it might be a good. I want to try something with like growth. Doesn't help with graphics, with graphic design. I use red, blue, 3D. So I just want to try it to see if I could capture maybe some more growth with the investing side of it by covering investing financial news while it's still kind of hot and fresh. So I don't know specifically like when those videos will get released, but I think might be like a good little growth tactic that I could use maybe to help booster some subs. So that's how it's going to be, and plus it's kind of relevant for you guys. So I feel like that might be a better balance on the live stream. We'll see. Well, I'm going to try it out for the whole month of August, and then after that, if I don't like it or if I get bad feedback or negative feedback from you guys, we'll go ahead and trash it and move on to something else. We'll go back to doing that one night a week. What up, Noah? Your silver was sent out today, man. I got the notification. It was sent, so it should be there in about 3 to 4 days for sure. It's KCoin over here. Yeah, message retracted. Exactly. That's like, and that's what I wanted to talk about first of all today. Yeah, the coins have all reset, my man. So the issue that I've been having is that I just read an article today. Literally, the title of it is something about Jamie Dimon. For you guys who don't know who Jamie Dimon is, Jamie Dimon is the CEO of Chase Morgan. Anyways, it was like this big, huge, bold title about JP Morgan and Jamie Dimon, and I was like, oh great, I'll read this one. Like, he talks about how a 10-year Treasury bond from the U.S. government needs to be 5%, and so I like go to this article. There's one paragraph in the article that talks about that and literally says almost, I kid you not, a little bit more, gives you a little bit like more detail, but not that much than what the title actually says. Like it says, he wants to raise it to he thinks it should be at 5%, and right now inflation or whatever is like 4.1, and so basically they would be losing about 1% somewhere. That's literally the entire paragraph. The other parts of the article talks about PepsiCo and how the leader, the CEO, is stepping down. The first like female CEO is actually stepping down, and then also like other stuff that's not related to the topic at all. It's like I literally like grabbed my hair and I was like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? This is what the news is coming to. This is what articles are coming to these days. Is just clout grabbing. Like I'm like, shoot, if you guys are doing that, I don't mind. I literally don't mind covering your guys' articles. I just asked this guy what kind of CPU he has running in there, and he said it doesn't. He said none, but he's clearly got like a fan on the CPU. Puff news. Yeah, clout, man. That's all I'm saying. It's so lame. Like it's literally like, what is this world coming to? Like I'll go ahead and I was gonna do an article on it because I covered Jamie Dimon in past about Bitcoin and how it was a fraud or whatever, but I wanted to cover it. Oh, I didn't want to close that. I wanted to actually pull up the article that I wanted. I'll show you guys real quickly the article that I'm talking about, and you guys will literally laugh your socks. Your socks, zocks, glocks, box off. Like recent misleading article about crypto and Starbucks. Yes, exactly like that. Like, here, why don't I just show you? This is the article, right? The title of the article: JP Chase Morgan calls for 5% yield should terrify bulls, right? So I'm like, okay, this is probably relevant. You get right here, put that morning summer beer down. There's actually stuff of interest happening in the markets Monday. If you cover the company for 13 years, like, and then it talks about PepsiCo, right? Then you got the data dump right here about Goldman's, all this kind of stuff. You guys ready for Jamie Dimon article? Right here's real money stuff. Okay, all right. It's I think it's, oh crap, where'd it go? I know it's on here. Oh, maybe it's not on this one. No, it has to be on this one. Right here. This is it right here. Other than PepsiCo's leadership change, JP Chase Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon, JPM, calls for 5% treasury yield should scare the hell out of you. If yields hit 5% in 2019, the U.S. economy won't be growing at 4.1% clip as it did in the second quarter. Keep that in mind. It may be more like a negative 1% clip. Voila. There's the entire article right there, guys. Voila. Congratulations. Trash pile news. For sure. Like, literally, I was like, I read this and I was like, oh, this would be something cool to report on, like 5% bond, and kind of give my opinion on it. Like, maybe I can get some more info. No, I get literally this entire I get four sentences worth of content off of an entire article. It's, oh man, it just so frustrating. Really, this article should have been titled something about PepsiCo, but because they put so much, I'm sure that they had another article titled that, so they're like, oh, we'll just squeeze this in there, and then we'll just go ahead and report all this other stuff. So, if you're a content writer out there, get in contact. We make it happen. Yeah, it's like, why should I be scared? Because it grew 4.1% last quarter and it's not going to do it this quarter. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Thank you, the street. You're welcome. Man. If you can find your article in a tweet, yes, the author must have been really bad at hitting their word quota for the school essay. Nah, what they try to do, the reason why they do that is because they just try to get as many keywords in there as possible. So, like, even if you look at the subtitle, like, it's like JP Chase Morgan, and then it's like, don't think the markets will be so boring in August. Let the Apple iPhone rumors begin. So, Apple iPhone rumors, that's probably something that's very, very searched. Tesla worth $100 billion soon? Question mark. Maybe Papa John's founder, Jim Shutter, may be out to lunch. Huh. Where does it talk about the Tesla in here? Where does it talk about Tesla? Oh, it talks about Apple right here. Just a little bit. Some rumors. Some Tesla, a paragraph. And Papa John's, something about them. Great. Well, you get one paragraph of each title. Like, I'm gonna make a video, and it's gonna be called like PepsiCo, JP Chase Morgan, Tesla, and this and that. And I'm just gonna, like, literally, I should just do that. I should just follow the street and just I'll just report on their thing every single day, like their main, and then just make a report. Man, I could do the news. That's terrible. That's terrible right there. Anyways, let's just go ahead. I've had enough about that. I've had enough ranting and raving. We got two things to cover today. We got a article review, like I was saying, and it's going to be about Weight Watchers. I just had to put Jamie Dimon in the description so I could address him. But you see how lame that is? Anyways. It's like watching Now This. Like, it's like literally like an ear biscuit worth of like nothingness. But it's like you got to watch it because you don't want to miss out. But then you watch it and you're like, dang, that was a waste of my time. Anyways. This guy has a computer listed for $30, right? And so I'm trying to, like, you know, ask him like so specs on his computer. Like, I asked him like what CPU does he have in there? And he's like, it doesn't have one, but he has like a CPU fan mounted on the motherboard. And I'm like, will Tesla get to 1 trillion in the article? Not for many years if it does. Right? So I'm like going back and forth with this guy, and I'm like, bro, it's got a CPU on it, has to. Like, why do you have a fan mounted on the motherboard without a CPU like underneath that? Like, that doesn't make any sense at all. And he's like, oh no, it just needs parts. And I'm like, great, well, what parts does it need? So we'll see if he hits me back. It's only $30, and the motherboard I think would work with one of the chips that I have. So if it does, then I'll swoop that baby up and be right back at it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and... Will Tesla profit next quarter in this article? No. Yeah, that's what I should do. There's no way possible. Alrighty, let's go ahead and talk about Weight Watchers. Anybody want to talk about Weight Watchers? I'm going to turn off a fan real quick. It is getting way hot up in here. Let that gain run a little bit, huh? Okay, all right, cool. Start that record up. Feels like it's a little bit laggy, but I think that will be fine. 26 frames a second, that's okay. Just wanted to kind of speed up a little bit. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream, or if you're watching this at a later date, it'll be known as Keith condensed. So if you're new and watching this at a later date, feel free to join me on the live stream. I run it in the mornings, which is like a gaming live stream, and then at night, which is my investing live stream. And I cover multiple different topics and also open it up to a Q&A at the very end. So feel free to join me, get some questions answered, hang out, have a good time, talk investments. You know. Anyways, the whole month of August, I will be covering article reviews. I will be covering different topics, different news-related finance articles. So anyways, today I want to specifically address Weight Watchers International, stock ticker WTW. Stock falls on Q2 subscriber drop. And if you see me looking over here, it's because that's where the article is. But let's go ahead and take a look at the actual article. How about that? Oops, I clicked the wrong button. Okay. Oh, I think I ooh. Oh, I got two webcams in there. There we go. I just gotta pull. Oh, what did I do? Oh, what? Okay. All right, coach, come on. You can make it. You can do it. Oh, okay. All right. I just need to pull this one out. I need to put this right there. All right. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the article real quickly. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So on here on the screen here, this is the article. It's written by it's on Yahoo Finance, written by Carl from the Investor's Place. I feel like pretty reputable, source. So anyways, I reported the latest quarterly earnings results, and their subscribers have fell year over year, which basically sent the shares tumbling. This year they did take a net income of $70 million, $70.7 million, basically a earnings per share of $1.01, which is, better than it was a year ago, which was at $45.2 million or 67 cents per share. However, I think that the issue that a lot of investors are concerned with is the growth coming from Weight Watchers. And as you can tell, they responded like that because, you get subscriptions falling. It's like if you think about it, you have a Twitter company and Twitter's no longer, or we'll just go ahead and Snapchat's hot topic. Let's just go ahead and throw Snapchat right under the bus. Say Snapchat does not grow anymore. They just stay the same. They don't get any more subscribers. They just stay exactly the same. Or we'll say even drop subscribers. Or don't get as many as they had in prior months. And you've been buying because, hey, you know what? Maybe they'll get the same amount of growth they've had or more. And because they didn't, that's going to cause the shares to decrease because that's not what you had expected or that's not what you were betting on. So, it's completely understandable for that to happen. I'm just trying to see how. Yeah, so the stocks fell 3.5% on Monday, close of the bell. So that's like super recent news. And the shares gained about 1% during the trading hours. So if you did a little bit of quick day trade, you probably could turn around 1% profit, but that's not really that good. Honestly. So for me personally, would I take a gamble on Weight Watchers? Is Weight Watchers a company that maybe I would look into investing in? Again, guys, this is my personal opinion, so take it for what it is, a personal opinion. Don't take it for hey, go buy it because coach says it's great. Just go do it. Or coach says don't go buy it. Okay, well, that doesn't mean it's going to rise. That means it's just going to continue to drop. No, that's not what it means at all. I'm just stating my personal opinion from an outsider looking in at Weight Watchers. For me personally, I don't see much growth coming from Weight Watchers. I remember in 2008, 2009, even before that, 2006, 2007, there were tons of Weight Watchers locations popping up all over the place. There was storefronts of Weight Watchers. They were putting Weight Watchers points on different snacks, entree, frozen dishes, and all that kind of stuff. they clearly had some of their best growth, I think, around that era. Now, I know last year or 2 years ago they brought on Oprah, or I believe Oprah, to like be the front runner of the company to kind of like help them out. And I mean, I think that it definitely helped them boost their subscribers, the people that are coming to Weight Watchers. However, I don't think that this is a diet, a plan that people are having much success on. And I would say maybe not success, I would say is the wrong word. Maybe it's not the most enjoyable diet that they are finding right now. Maybe the point system is not like, it's like, I know from a standpoint of like, hey, I can go have a Twinkie and it's this many points, and I could have like 13 Twinkies that day, and that's all I could have. And yeah, you would lose weight because you're not eating any food. But as far as like a nutritional standpoint, like maybe they made adjustments, and I'm like living in the past of Weight Watchers. But if that's kind of the same setup the way it is right now, like it doesn't make it more healthy because you go eat Twinkies every single day, and now you weigh 120 pounds instead of weighing like 150 to 200 pounds. It still means that you're just eating Twinkies every single day and that you weigh less. You look better, but here, have a Twinkie. You know what I'm saying? So that's my personal opinion. I just don't see growth that can happen. I mean, here in the States, I don't know what online looks like for them, if there's a better feature online, because again, this is coming from like 2006, 2007, when I had some family members involved with Weight Watchers, so I kind of understood a little bit more what's going on. I've been with Drew for about 10 years from now. So, I mean, maybe they have like apps and stuff like that now that are making it more reasonable and a lot easier for you to stay in control of your diet. But the way that it was set up prior to that, I mean, I don't know. I just don't see much growth coming from there. It's not a buzz topic anymore like it was in years past. So maybe that's something that they'll be able to do, is create a buzz diet again and thus booster the growth. However, I think that that's kind of ran its course. The product life cycle, I would say, is done. And for me, it's not something that I would look into getting into. So that's my personal opinion right there. Anyways, guys, I would love to know your thoughts about Weight Watchers. Are you currently holding them? If so, why? If you're looking to buy them, why? If you're not looking to buy them, why? Post it down in the comments right now, or throw it up in the live stream. Anyways, guys, it's your boy, Coach Keith. Thank you for turning up. Anyways, as always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't go running off. Why is it? It looks like it's still recording. There we go. Let's go ahead and stop recording then. That was fun, man. I love talking about Weight Watchers. I love talking about any company that's not doing too well, because I could like completely throw them under the bus. It's like the best, literally the best. I don't know why I'm doing that thing with my fingers. / yeah, my diet plan is an Excel spreadsheet. Exactly. I mean, it's a lot easier. I missed some chats. Divide them by 4 if you think the calories are too big. And also divide your goal calories by 4. You'll get 5 points per day. A Twinkie is 7.5 points. That's the way that they run it, though. At least that's what I think. So, I mean, it is what it is, right? Guys, let's go ahead and jump into, I got today, I was actually going to do 2, but I only got the ability to write 1 script today. But I'm more on task than I have been the last week. So I'm a little bit behind still, but I got the video uploaded for tomorrow. I just haven't created the thumbnail for it, but I'm still stoked, you know. It's a long one. It's the recording of me and Tim, or Tim and I, going at it with marketing, affiliate link marketing, that kind of thing. And so a Twinkie equal you gave up on the Nah, man, you can lose weight eating Twinkies. I trust, man. So tomorrow will be a potential another recap video. I might just go ahead and do 2 tomorrow or something like that. Actually, tomorrow I do have to do 2 because Wednesday I won't be available. So yeah, tomorrow I'll have to do 2, and then we'll resume back on Thursday. So I'm really stoked to get these recap videos out. This one's kind of, honestly, this one's kind of depressing to report. This is my Robinhood account, and it's kind of depressing to report. Like, I don't really want to report on it, but I will because that's what I do. So let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to go ahead and fire up the cameras real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get back into it. All right? For sure. Alrighty. We're recording there, but let me go ahead and pull up Audacity real quick and get that started as well. Coach lost because of all those precious metals. ETS gold will probably bounce back. You know it, man. How did you know? I've been buying that crap up like candy too. I still gotta buy some more in my portfolio, so we'll see if it bounces back. Let me go ahead and start that recording. Hello, 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 hello. Just seeing how close I can get it to it. All right, right here is actually pretty good volume. Let me check the gain on the back. Let me turn that gain up just a tad. We'll go down just a little bit right there. Okay, cool. The levels are perfect. And pull that up. Alrighty, cool. And here we go. I think I'm recording there. I got to record here too. All right, let me just give us one quick clap. And I actually got to turn on the wrong thing. I don't know what I just turned off, guys. We just want to turn this off. There we go. Woo! Alrighty, cool. Move that over there. Put this up here. Just trying to zoom out real quick. It literally just got like 65 degrees hotter in here. Anyways, here we go. Hey, what's up, everybody? Oh man, what episode is this? Oh, okay, episode 164. I think. If not, oh well, whatever. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 164 here on season number 2. And today we are getting into Robinhood Recap July edition. So these videos are meant for educational purposes only and not meant to be taken as financial advice. You're responsible for your assets and to properly protect them. So always please do your own research. So this month, unlike last month or like the last 2 months where I opened a position on Snapchat, I didn't do any swing trading at all this month. And that's not to say that I won't swing trade Snapchat into the earnings call this time, but more likely than not, it won't be a position that I'll take. However, I did make a few purchases on stock. I bought RING at $16.81. I just picked up one share, and then also I bought a share of CRF at $13.53. The reason for purchasing both these shares is because the way that I run my portfolio, which you'll see in a minute, is I base it off of like percentages and that kind of thing. And well, gold and silver got crushed the last month, and so I was able to purchase some of those, and then also my dividend pie, or my dividend like sector of my account, has been acting all kinds of weird. Like I have one stock on there that's basically done about 100% growth in the last year, and then I have other stocks that have basically done, you know, general growth over the last year. And so I need to eventually put in another stock in there to make it 5 stocks, but right now I only have 4 in there. So I've been buying these stocks when I can at the current price they are trading at. As far as this month goes, I really thought that I was actually going to pass $1,400. And based upon the way that my stash account did, I'm sure that my Acorns account did similarly well as well. That was kind of weird. I assume that this account would have done that good or better. However, this account, which is kind of weird, I actually lost some money, which I guess more or less happens sometimes. Some stocks, you know, go the wrong direction. I mean, what can you say? And I mean, for me personally, I feel like I shouldn't say this, but I feel like if I don't say this, then I'll get questions about whether my account's still sitting at a quarter liquidity or not. And yes, it still is. I still haven't decided to make moves with that money yet. But let's go ahead and look at the actual account. So this is my overall account, as you can see, as of close today. There's not really much. I mean, I could show you on the Robinhood portfolio, but this is a little bit easier to understand. These are all my holdings over here, like I always say. And these are the entry prices right around here. They're located in purple. And then the color coordination is based upon the different like sectors or I guess categories that I have them in on my account. If you scroll down here, here's kind of the breakdown on the actual account. Right now I could allocate another $31 into dividends, which I'm kind of like holding out, waiting to put that into an actual stock. I just haven't decided on what stock I want to pick up yet. Gold and silver, I could go ahead and invest another $7.79, which for right now, it looks like I'll be buying some BTG because I can afford to buy $8.92, and seeing that I can buy, and right now it's trading at like $2, $3 a share. So I can definitely buy like 2 to 3 shares. I'm just kind of waiting for it to drop 6 cents below the yesterday's low, and then I'll go ahead and pick up some of that. So for me, it's just kind of a waiting game before I purchase those shares. I've had an order for them pretty much like the last like 3 weeks. It just hasn't dropped that drastically. It's because I mean, it's a smaller stock to begin with. But we'll go ahead and take a look at the actual breakdown on my account. So this month, as far as like swing trades go, which actually count as dividends, I got paid $3.04 in dividends as much, which is a little bit lower than what it was in June. June, I got paid $3.42. So, I mean, missed it by 2 cents, let's be honest. If we scroll down here, though, we'll go down to the dividends that paid. I got paid from PFX, F, JNK, IIPR, GE, NFLT, CRF, and CLM. As far as, like I said, the dividends, it was $3.40. As far as total growth on my account, I made $20.92. However, you minus the two $13 deposits that I made, you get a negative net of $4.08, which equals to a percent growth of negative 0.3%. However, if you just compare that to like my swing trades or the money that I have allocated to swing trades, I went up 0.75%, or overall 0.25%. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the actual overall account right here, which, as you can see, Robinhood is in blue. And scrolling over here, I mean, my account still increased, which is nice. I mean, I would like to see that it still continues to increase, but I mean, it is kind of depressing that it didn't take a net profit. As far as my year-to-date goes, which is kind of like crappy to report also, I've only took a 9% year-to-date return on my Robinhood account, or a 0.01%. And the reason why I think it was higher in last videos is because I was basically calculating that I was depositing $12 instead of $13, and I don't know how my math got screwed up there, but right now, as it stands, I've only got a 9-cent positive on that account. which, I mean, going into the future right now, gold has been dropping, which is about 20% of my account. So when that flips around, or if I stop putting money into gold and silver and start putting my money into stocks, maybe I'll see a flip on that account moving into the new year. I am very, very equities heavy in that account, not holding very many ETFs or bonds, so it does move fast, and when it moves, it does have really, really good growth. So I mean, it's just kind of like one of those things where I'm going to be waiting probably a long time, maybe a month, maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months before I start seeing some more substantial growth. I would like to see it around the 3, 4, 5% right now, like Stash and Acorns is, but I'm not seeing that on that account. So I think it may be time for me to adjust my percentages, like I said in the last video. However, I haven't been able to touch on the percentages because I've been so swamped with doing other things that I haven't had much time or research being able to put into the percentages breakdowns, and so that way I can, I guess, set it up moving into the new year. But for me, I'm super stoked to see where this account goes in finishing out August. I know that for me personally, like, it's like a personal belief that this month will be the month that I break $1,400, which, I mean, is such an achievement, because last year, looking back at it, in November I had 600. Actually, last year, looking at it in August, I had $854. So that's almost a double up on the account. It's not completely double, but also, like I said, this year I haven't had any growth. So pretty much that's been all my just deposits on that account that's causing it to grow. Looking back, going from July to August, I did do quite a substantial amount of growth. Obviously, $13 deposits comes to $23, which leaves basically another $25 of growth that I got from July to August. So I hope that would be the case this month. If that was the case, that would definitely booster some of my percent increase for my year to date, and then also my complete return on that account. So I'm really excited. Hopefully that does the same as it did last year, which my account has been kind of acting exactly the same as it did last year, more or less. I mean, there is a little bit of, I guess, deviation, but it is pretty much standard month over month over month. So I pretty much have called almost every single month whether it was going to be positive or negative. And I think that this month I'll be sitting a little bit positive, more positive than I was this month, which I took a negative. Anyways, we will go ahead and leave it right there. Let's jump into the question of the day, which is a potato or a sweet potato. And for me personally, honestly, I like both. Like, literally, I like both. Like, I think that they both have their places. And now, if it's like in French fry form, potato 100%. But if it's like I'm putting in a curry, sweet potato. I put sweet potatoes in a curry like literally like 2 weeks ago. Oh my goodness, they were like literally the best sweet potato curry, just best curry that I've ever had because of the sweet potatoes in there. So if you had to like choose, like I'm definitely not putting potatoes in my curry, I'm putting sweet potatoes in the curry. But if I'm eating French fries, I'm definitely eating French fries fried with potatoes, right? Anyways, like I always say, if you got any questions regarding Stash, Acorns, Robinhood, as well as general investing, business, Etsy, coaching, and M1 Finance, post those questions down below. Please don't forget to subscribe right up here. Check out these two videos right here and the link. And as always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. that was pretty fun. We'll admit. I am. Let me go ahead and get this thing exporting right quick. So, I mean, my account didn't do that bad, right? Let me plug these back in and then pull up the live stream real quick also. And get rid of that. So, I mean, my account didn't do that bad, right? What up, Lisa? Lisa, you're here! What up? Welcome! Thanks for coming. I've been getting tons of your comments on a lot of my videos. and I've been enjoying your questions. There is one question that you asked today that I've already recorded. There was like 2 questions. Because you asked like one about, I think it was like Boeing versus blue chips, and then you asked about another company versus blue chips. I answered that on one of the streams. I'm just waiting. It's just taking time for me to get to editing it before it gets re-uploaded again. So that's kind of the issue that I've been having with getting to it, but I definitely want to get to it. For sure, though. Let me scroll back through the chat, though. 100%. Oh, I got some questions from Mixer. Yo, what up, Inductabundo? I don't know if I didn't. I guess I was too busy in an actual video, but yo, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate that. 100%, man. Thanks for being here, yo. Let's see. How much of your gains can you attribute to Disney Travis? All right, just scrolling back to the stream. What you doing? Talking investments. I know I feel so bad that I missed your comment, but I was too busy on a live stream. Coach will answer after this segment. Yeah, you already know. /good. I invested about $400 in blue chips on Stash. What would Coach have done with the $400 on Stash? How might I be able to make the most money quickly with? Oh, that's a great question. So I mean, this is my personal opinion, Lisa. But don't take it as to go buy or sell anything, because that's not what it is. It's my personal opinion. The way that I run my account is going to be a lot different than most people run their accounts. And the way that what you're asking about, I don't think is the best idea for anybody that's either a new investor or a long-term investor or a investor in general to go solely seek after the most growth. I think if you're looking for the most growth, honestly, I mean, I can tell you where the most growth is going to be. It's not on Stash, but you got to understand that, and that's what I was trying to get at with my last, I guess, video where I addressed one of the topics is you got to measure. You got this pendulum coming right here. It's called risk, reward. So the amount of risk that you take on, the greater the reward that you can get, but also the amount of reward that you want, that risk also grows exponentially. So for instance, say you wanted to take that $400 and double it in a year, right? You would think, I'm probably not going to take on that much risk. However, if I said, if you wanted to take that $400 and maybe add $40 to it by next year, which would be adding 1/10 to it, the amount of risk that you're going to take on by trying to double it versus only take 10% of growth is going to be exponentially different. So it's kind of one of those things, like the investment that's going to get you the most growth on Stash is going to be also the most risky investment. So you could put your $400 in there by all means, and say for instance you invested it all into, we'll say I think that Snapchat is a pretty volatile company. Very risky, means there could be some huge upside though. If you invested it all into Snapchat, they have a bad earnings call, even worse than what they had last time. Last time they went from $14 down to $10. That's like literally like a 20% decrease on a stock. That means that your $400 goes from $400 down to $320 in a day. Boom. Now, vice versa, it could happen the other way too, where it goes from $400 up to $480. But from what I've seen, is it's more likely to happen where you're losing money than you actually are winning that money. So that's kind of the gist of risk reward. The highest reward that you'll probably get would just be buying a single stock and only investing in a single stock. However, I could never do that. I won't even do that on any of my portfolios. I won't run a one stock portfolio. I think it is too much risk for me, to say the least. And Slash kind of touched on that too, that there is no guarantee return in the market. So you could be buying blue chips. Well, we could see like a downturn like we did in 2008, and everybody's money is basically in half. So that kind of does happen in the market in general. So nothing is guaranteed. If you do get returns, like, be thankful. I guess I hope that makes more I hope that makes more sense than not as much sense. Lisa, I don't know if you have Facebook, but let me I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna post a link in the chat right now. If you have Facebook, this is it would be a great group for you to go check out. It's a group that I admin as well over on there, and tons of people ask tons of questions. A lot of people ask a lot of questions like that specifically, and there is tons of people over there that would love to help you out and share their experiences with investing in the market. I would say some people might even be smarter than me. Yeah, Lisa, what are your goals? That's a great question, Slash. Let me see if I can get to this place. Here we go. This is the link right there. Oops, can't post it. I gotta post it in this one. Yeah, check that link. Can anyone tell me how much I might make in 5 years invested in blue chips? How about 10 years? Thank you so much. Yeah, so if you don't invest anymore in that, I would figure. So blue chips, I believe, is the S&P 500 or it's the Dow Jones Industrial Average. It's one of those two. Typically, those do a lot, like 10, 11% year over year. That's on average. So maybe like this year they're not doing as hot, but maybe like in years past they've done better. Like maybe they've done 16%. Like I think last year they did like 20% or something like that. So I mean, on average, you figure like at 10%, $400, it would be $480 the next year. You would just have to plug it to a little compound interest calculator. I'll go ahead and try that out for you. Again, this is not guaranteed though, but this is like super, super rough estimates saying that it would be like a 10% return, right? So we'll say your starting amount is $400, and I'll show you exactly how you could calculate this as well. Let me go ahead and put on the desktop. So here's like a basic interest calculator. It's on Bankrate. You could just type it in, compound interest calculator. So your starting amount is $400. You said 5 years to save. We'll say that your rate of return is like, we'll say it's 8%. Kind of just being a little bit generous. We'll say that your annual contribution is 0, and it compounds. We'll say yearly. This is illegal. What up, Senior Nito? Basically, after 5 years, you would have about $588 in there at an 8% return. If it was like 10%, it would be $644. If you like if we had like an immaculate and like next like 4 years, 5 years, and let's say it was like 13% or something like that, it could potentially be like $737. However, say like 6% rate of return, $535. If it was like even like a 4%, which I don't think would ever happen, but it could potentially happen in the next 5 years, it would be 4.87%. So that's why I usually stick with like an 8%. Yeah, however, if you say that you made contributions to that account, like say you even made like $20, we'll just say a month, right? You just put into like $20 a month. Potentially, by the year end of 5, you would have $2,500 in there, compounding. We'll go ahead and view the report. Actually, we'll go back to just 0 for now, and we'll go to the view the report. You would have basically made off that account about $187.71. Yeah, exactly. So at 10 years, basically what Stash is saying is that at a 5% increase, Vanguard is like a super reputable company. Yeah, so you're talking about, so here's kind of like, you say that you need to have an emergency savings at this point, but you've got your money stuck in equities. The blue chip stocks in January dropped from a high of $26,000 down to $18,000, roughly about a 30%, I would say roughly like 20% pullback. If you imagine that on your account, it basically like took your account from $400 down to $320, like I was saying. So if you can't afford that loss on that specific money, then I mean, I would look at considering some other options that might keep your money safe. Is Blue Chips Vanguard? I think it's iShares. It's a similar kind of company. I can definitely check for you real quick. Isn't Blue Chips Vanguard? It is, but it's. I think that Slash is talking about a total market. He might be talking about a different. I'll check real quick though, for sure though. It is, yeah. It's a Vanguard Mega Cap ETF. Ally Savings is at 1.8%. This is a good place to keep an emergency fund. Yeah, I think that's what Slash does, is keeps it there for emergencies. Because if you're got it in equities, that stuff can fluctuate all the time. One day you could wake up, it would be $450. The next day you could wake up, it'd be $420, and you were expecting to use that $450 for something else. Like, that happens pretty much. That can happen pretty much any day, but it doesn't happen all the time. It just can happen. I'm trying to find their projected. I don't think it's on here. I would have to probably look at their thing, but yeah. I really need to have an emergency savings. So, which I mean, Stash does have bonds which are going to be which are a lot less risky than equities. But if you like are in absolute need of that, then like, I mean, me personally, like if I need money, like I have my savings account that I can transfer money over like pretty quick, like same day transfers, because they're the same. There's a savings account with the bank that I use. You know what I mean? So it's same day transfers back and forth. So so it's money's very liquid. Like I can go pull it out of the bank. But with Stash, you're gonna have to sell your positions, which takes around 2 to 3 days for them to take the money that you sold, put that back into your Stash account, then transfer it from your Stash account out of there into a different account, into a bank account. So you're looking at maybe like 7 days or longer for that before that money actually hits your account. Just because of the rules in place by the SEC when it goes to sell stock, and then also the transfer of the funds from one institution to the next institution, you're just looking at time. That's what it's going to take. But Stash promotes like a a idea called dollar cost averaging, which is buying little bits and pieces of stocks at certain points in time. So basically making regular deposit into your stash account would be like considering dollar cost averaging. That's why I brought up the whole thing, like, well, if you made it even like a $20 deposit each month, then you're looking at a completely different growth on that account than you were if you were only leaving it set at $400. So dollar cost averaging is buying a stock or equity at a specific time on a specific day with a specific amount of money. So, and that's all predetermined. So you're not buying when it's down, buying when it's up. Search Google 2018 prediction for sure. Oh, 2018 Vanguard. I think you're talking about this one right here, probably. This PDF. Maybe not that one, right? Oh man, I totally should have backed out. Yeah, it's a PDF. Okay, I think yeah, this one right here. That's it then. Strong market returns and low financial ability underscores. Yeah, I think it's that one. Yeah, okay. Global market, higher risk, lower return. There we go. That's what we want to go to, because that's what you're going to be, I think, investing into with blue chips. Scroll down close to the bottom. Europe. Emerging markets. A brighter horizon, that's Europe. China, that means we're still down a little bit. We're not looking at the emerging markets. Global outlook, I think, right here. The 10-year outlook is around 4.5% to 6% range, based on Vanguard's capital markets model projections. Yeah, so that's what they're looking at right there. Is around 4.5%, 6%, 6.5%. As far as the investing thing space goes. So yeah. Hope that kind of helps you out, makes a little bit more sense, Lisa. Hope you're not more confused. But like I said, I did post a link to the YouTube feed. Click on that link, apply to join the group, and ask questions and read a lot of stuff. You will be surprised at how much you learn. Also, Stash has Stash Learn. I would read articles on there as well that they post. Fairly low compared to the past. Yeah, that's kind of interesting that's the case. But I mean, I'm holding lots of Vanguard funds. Well, especially on Robinhood. I put $25 in Boeing and $5 a month in Netflix and $10 in Square. But I would love to learn how to really make Bob that bit of money grow faster, like double it. I wonder if I can do anything. On stash is going to be super hard unless you got into trading, which I would try to stay away from. You're looking at like blowing up an account. So I know that we all want money fast, but quick money, the Robinhood app. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely try Robinhood. It's completely free to sign up and all that kind of stuff. And there's no like buying, selling fees or anything like that. So if you wanted to like swing trade or day trade or just get in and out of positions, there's no fees for that, but you are going to be paying a short-term gains tax instead of like a long-term gains tax potentially. I'm not an investment advisor or a tax advisor. That's just from what I've seen from my personal experience. I just really like investments, and so I've really been studying them over the last few years. One day I'll probably be an FA, but as of right now, that's not the place I'm at. So, for sure. Or M1, yeah, or I mean, you could even try out M1. There's more options out there. Easy come, easy go, Lisa. If you feel comfortable losing it all, you can stand to take more risks, but I'll never recommend it. Yeah, Slash is very conservative in his investment approach, and I think that a target of like 8% year over year. I mean, for me, I'd like to see that on my accounts. I think that's pretty reasonable as far as risk for me. It would be nice to see like 10 years, or 10%, but 8% I'm kind of like happy with. I don't think I'm gonna get it this year though. Yeah, for sure. And I've been enjoying your questions. It's definitely a good conversation. I think a lot of investors have that same question, like, where can I get the fastest return? And in one of my videos I cover that, where I talk about trading, and I'm like, I never realized that there was exponential risk for exponential reward. And I always thought like exponential reward like went like this, like grew exponentially, but risk only grew at a stagnant rate. And I found out that that's not really, I don't think that's really the case. I appreciate you for stopping by, for sure. And I'm glad that we could I'm glad that you could meet me face to face-ish. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, but yeah, go check out that group. I'll post the link one more time, just so you can get your questions, especially if you have Facebook. It's a great place. Use it as a tool if you have questions. You're gonna get a whole bunch of different different opinions too. So even if you posted them, like I have like the questions that you asked me, I would literally the same question you asked me, post on theirs and get some other feedback. And yeah, you're more than welcome to come back to the live streams for sure. You don't feel like you are interrupting anything. I do run like a coach condense where I try to answer a subscriber's question And then exactly, it takes 100% game to offset 50% loss. I preach that, man, every day. So I run like a Keith condensed, which is, I mean, if you've been following the channel for any amount of time, you've probably seen them. And then also I record my actual season videos during the live stream as well. And then after that, I kind of just open it up for this space where it's kind of like, if anybody has any questions, then we for sure will get into it even more. But if there's not, then we'll just kind of cut it off. So that way it keeps it interesting, because before I was having issues where I would run it like 2 hours long and there wasn't enough for us to talk about. And so I think like an hour and a half is like clutch perfect. So for sure. Anyways, guys, I think I'm getting ready to head out so that I can get this thumbnail finished, the one for this live stream, and then I can get it reposted, and then also get the other video, get it started to schedule to come out tomorrow as well. So that's kind of the game plan, because I'm really hoping to be in bed by like 10:30. So yes, sure to answer the questions to join. Yeah, make sure. Good call, Travis. Yeah, because if you don't answer the questions, the mods probably won't let you in. But there's tons of people, 60,000 people in there, so make it happen. Hustle bustle. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and leave right there. It has been real. Thanks everybody for swinging on by. I really appreciate it. I'll be on tomorrow, same bat time, same bat place. Basically around somewhere between 7 to 9ish is when I usually go live. So I'll be here doing my thing. And yeah, Lisa, any other questions? For sure. Yeah, let's go ahead and open that up real quick. Good job, Slash. Thanks for the reminder, man. We'll wait about another like 3 minutes. Till 1 hour 15 minutes on the stream for sure. Be like 10 for me. Bopping with the music. Yo, this one was pretty fun. This one was actually really good. Yeah, so I'm hoping to get my videos to start being edited. That would be awesome. Yo, what up, Prometheum 420? It's good to see you, man. Thanks for swinging by to say hi. I appreciate it, dude. Feel free to hit that follow button, and if you want to, host me up. I'm almost like about to end stream though, so you caught me like at the very tail end. But I do run 5 days a week. I run a stream where I talk about investments, and then in the morning I run a gaming stream. So you look bored. Yo, yeah, I told you I got caught at the very end of the stream, so I'm waiting. There was a person that came on. I stream on a few different platforms, so there was a person that came over from YouTube that was asking questions, and I'm just kind of waiting to see if they had any further questions before I go ahead and end stream. But typically it gets pretty lit. At night I got two kind of things that I do. on the stream for as in regards to like investments, and then I open up to a Q&A. In the morning, it's strictly just gaming. Like I don't cover investments or anything like that. And the gaming stream happens Monday through Thursday, and then my investment stream happens at night, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I mean, you could check. There's like an end card that I have at the very end, or when I'm not live, that pretty much explains the times that I am live. So I'm trying to like have like a super Friday stream. It's super cool. So like I'm gonna try to open it up to like cooking, and then investments, and then finish it out with gaming the rest of the night. So super cool stuff. I think I'm trying to front run a spearheaded idea, but so yeah, my bathroom just flooded. Dang, man, that's buns, man. It wasn't because of you in that toilet, now was it? You and that toilet relationship, man. We come on, man. You gotta. I heard that relationship's a little bit crappy, if you know what I mean. Vanguard thinks that international equities are more likely to return 7-8% in the next 10 years in that report. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see that, though. That's definitely something that could be possible. I don't have much writing on... Actually, I guess on one of my accounts, I do have quite a bit writing on international. I have a question. I am $20 positive. I should cost all ETFs down, or my top ETFs. Ooh, Travis, that's a good defrosting hamburger. Oh man, what are you cooking, man? You're cooking hamburger? Or are you cooking like some tacos or something, or are you just defrosting it for fun? Yo, Travis, so should I cost? Personally, man, I can tell you what I would do with my account. My account is pretty much out there. Percentages, whichever percent is the lowest, that's where the money goes. That's how I've set it up. I mean, there are other strategies, I guess. Like you could totally. I would say, I think dollar cost averaging every single one, and then maybe if you wanted to take a gamble by putting more into the ones that are having a better return, or putting ones that are having Hamburger Helper. Yo, I know Hamburger Helper, man. My mom used to feed me that all the time back in the day. I don't eat it anymore because I don't think it's really that good for you, but man, that stuff was so good. I remember my mom would make it. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Literally comes in the box, like, oh my goodness, man. Stuff was so easy to make too. It's like it's like literally like the gourmet mac and cheese. You know what I'm talking about? So that would be kind of my approach there, Travis, with that is either like you could either go with that strategy or just like dollar cost average, and then maybe put a little bit more into the ones that are lower percentages, or lower, I guess, return. Yeah, I wouldn't like really be able to say like do that or do that, but there are options out there, and I think that making that decision for you is something that you'd have to make. For me though, like percentages, whichever is lowest, always the one that I buy when I make that deposit. Travis, just stick to your plan. Exactly. Yeah, don't change. I would say if there's not a reason to change it, then like why change? To get what, an extra 1 to 2%? Maybe. Or lose an extra 1 to 2%. Like maybe at the year mark, look at changing, look at adjusting a little bit. Look at what you did last year and how you can make it differently, or how you could adjust and possibly get some more growth. But I mean, right now, if you got a plan, like work that out. I have $40. I have only $40 bi-weekly. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, man. I know, just asking. Travis like, yeah, of course I'm going to stick to the plan. I'm just trying to get him to talk about something. Yeah, that's what I think. Like, I look at, so for me personally, like I look at my whole entire account as like one big fund, and then when I make that $20 bi-weekly deposit, like I put it to where it needs to go Take risk, live wild. Take risk, live wild. Yeah, Prometheum. 420. That's his advice coming from Mixer, man. He said just take risk and live wild. He said go all single stocks, go one single stock pie, man, one single stock portfolio, and run it. Just I'm paused for days. Yeah, man. Paused for days. Blueberry pie, boysenberry pie, apple pie, peach pie, cobbler pie, trash pie, you name it, man. Hamburger helper pie. Yo, they could probably make it. Yo, Prometheum, you need to make a video about how to create a hamburger helper pie, man, like a shepherd's pie, but a hamburger helper, man. You could potentially get a lot of views on YouTube for that, man. Just saying. December 1st is my 1 year. Good. You got another 3 months, 4 months. I snuck that in there. You see that? Like CC on stash. Nah, man, not even corporate cannabis. I would do even something like a single stock is way more risky than corporate cannabis. Are you doing a trash pie video soon? Yo, nothing's dropped out of the M1 pie chart yet, so no trash pie yet, but I'm close. I'll get it right. I'll get right. Yeah, yeah. For sure, Prometheum. Thanks, man. Just make sure to literally come back to my stream or tweet me, and when you get it made, and I'll do my best to promote it. You throwing unit in there? Nah, HMNY. And the trash pie. Nah, I'm waiting until something drops out of the 90 percentile for the analyst rating, and then it will get thrown in there. I was hoping that it would have happened, but Google got actually bumped up, so my pie chart is changing around, which is something that I'm going to cover. I already made the adjustments, but it's something that I'm going to make a video about also moving forward into August. I think after I finish these recap videos, that's the first video that's going to come out, is like I changed my M1 account, M1 investing app pie, and here's what happened. Circle, arrow, the face. Get some of that clickbait, you know what I'm saying? For real though. Anyways, guys, we're gonna go ahead and leave it right there. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the questions, Prometheum. Thanks for catching the tail end of the live stream, man. Hope you enjoy some of that Prometheum 420, if you know what I mean. I'll become an analyst and say unit downgraded to trash pie. I should come up with my own ratings, to be honest. Trash pie, like different pies, just like trash pie. I don't know what would shepherd's pie. I don't know, with apple pie or something. We'll come up with. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. But it's been real, guys. It's been lit. I'll be on the stream tomorrow morning, playing probably Realm, and then also there's that long interview getting posted to my YouTube channel. So be sure to check that out. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, be sure to hit the subscribe. If you're on Twitch, Mixer, Periscope, be sure to hit the follow button. I would love it if you did. If not, though, it's cool. Just come back when you can. I get it. Some people don't like commitment. If you don't like commitment and commitment's not your thing, like, by all means, you do you. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you all tomorrow.